message as our menu options have changed. Cecil, please continue to try your shoulder.
Yeah, I'm calling about this ridiculous noise that I've been able to record, and actually it's going on right now. I'm recording it right now as we speak. Matter of fact, I'm recording our conversation and this noise as we speak, because apparently there's some confusion with you public servants, and you guys can't find out what is making this noise. Something's got to be making the noise. Something's got to be out there. It's either a business operator operating some machinery, or something to that effect. But yeah, it effectively sounds like an active demolition site with jackhammering from excavators. I don't know if you've ever witnessed that kind of thing. Very noisy, very annoying, very disturbing of the peace. But this noise has been going on all night. It magically disappears during the day, most days, and then it comes back in the evening and persists throughout the whole entire night into the early morning, and then disappears again. So, this is just another probably another business that's being protected by the public servants here in Zanesville, because the public servants here in Zanesville don't understand how to perform their duties and obligations appropriately. For some reason, the public servants here in Zanesville think that codes and statutes apply to men and women and not to businesses, but in fact, it's the opposite. So, with all that being said, do you have any notes? Has anybody notified you? Has anybody been able to figure out what is making this noise?
No, sir.
Has anybody even bothered to look into it?
I have no idea, sir.
Yeah, well, I could probably guess as to what the answer is to that question. Well, okay, in that case, then let's start from the beginning. There's a very loud noise coming. It's different types of noises, but primarily there is a stationary engine noise. It's not freeway noise, it's not highway noise, none of that traffic noise. It's a stationary machinery, either like a diesel generator at full throttle, at extreme high idle, that just sits there and roars with all kinds of metal scraping, screeching noises. And then there's these weird slapping noises, or like crashing. I'm not sure what it is. It almost sounds like gunfire, or like I said, like a jackhammering from an excavator when they tear down like concrete buildings, that sort of thing. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what it is, but that's the best example I can give as far as what I can compare it to. Now, again, as I said, I'm recording the sound as we are speaking and our conversation. I've got other recordings posted to my YouTube channel for informational purposes that can be accessed. That anybody, if they're curious as to what I'm talking about, can take a look there.
Okay.
But it would be nice if you all would figure out how to do your jobs and address this nuisance noise problem. No matter what businesses or business operators are making the noise, or what machinery they're using is making the noise, or whatever the situation might be, you guys have an obligation to secure the community and make sure that it's peaceful, especially at night. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of all of it, is to regulate businesses, to keep businesses from being out of control, causing all kinds of chaos and havoc in the evenings, especially the nights when people are trying to rest. That's typically when a majority of the people try to get some rest and relaxation and sleep, is at night, right?
I guess so, sir. I wouldn't know. I'm off.
So you have no idea that the majority of the population sleeps during the nighttime. You're not aware. You're not aware of that.
I guess not. I work midnight.
Well, I'm asking you a question. Either you do or you don't. I'm not trying to be combative. I'm just trying to understand what your thinking is. You're being very cryptic and strange.
Okay.
So are you not aware that most of the population sleeps at night?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now that we can agree on that, That's why it's supposed to be quiet.
Oh,
Because
okay.
disturbance of the peace, disturbance of sleep and rest, that actually can lead to disease and health problems. That's what the medical research says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't take a genius or a rocket scientist. All you got to do is just read, just basic English. It's pretty simple. But yeah, the studies are all there. They explain how exposure to noise like this can be very detrimental to people's health. And in my opinion, it could be contributing to the addiction rates and the drug use here in Zanesville, which the incompetence of the public servants could be contributing to as well in that same regard. So it would do you all some service to start paying attention and actually do your job according to the codes and statutes that bind you, and not acting like a private vigilante service for some service corporation that doesn't give a damn about my God-given rights or other people's God-given rights. You all have oaths that you are bound by, and I expect you guys to be bound by them. When you guys act outside of those bounds, that's when you guys are acting in contradiction to the Constitution, which secures my God-given rights and explains to you people what you can and can't do. And on top of that, that's where the authority for the city here comes from. So, but for some reason, you guys feel like it's non-existent. Kind of like you acted kind of weird about. Well, I guess that's most people sleep at night. I guess there's just disconnect here, where you guys are just not quite in touch with reality. So I'm here to put you guys back in check and let you know that you guys have a job to do. So whenever you guys want to pay attention, yeah. So whenever you guys want to start paying attention, I've got recordings. I've got, hell, all it would take is for somebody to come up here with God-given ears and pay attention for a few minutes, and they could probably figure it out. But instead, you guys are too busy trying to attack me and terrorize me, I guess, or intimidate, harass me. I don't know what you guys are doing exactly, but whatever this mess is with coming to my property and pounding on my walls and stuff. What's that?
Nobody was on your property. We're on the street. It's a city street.
Really? So who was pounding on my door and walls?
I have no idea.
Do they have 30-foot arms where they're reaching from the street?
I have no idea who was pounding on your doors.
Well, somebody was. You just said they were in the street. So you're speaking about something you have no idea. Were you here? Were you on scene?
No.
Okay, then why did you tell me nobody was on my property and everybody was on the street?
Because the sergeant told me they were on the street, sir.
Okay. Well, I've got video of somebody pounding on my door and screaming my name with the cruisers out on the street. So clearly you're wrong. You're misinformed.
Oh, okay.
So, but that makes sense. See, that makes sense because the public servants that you're talking to can't get their story straight. What they're saying isn't corroborated by the video evidence. It's different. It's strange. It should be the same. If you were told that they were in the street, then the video evidence should reflect that, correct?
Yeah, I would guess so, yeah.
Well, yeah, if it was true, but it's not. So whenever you all want to start acting in truth and standing in truth, I'm waiting. But you all want to keep acting in lies and standing in lies and deceit and playing this game. So whenever you all want to grow up and start doing your jobs that you're getting paid to do and stop acting like vigilante thugs, that would be great.
Okay.
So do you feel better now that you stand corrected?
Oh yeah, completely.
Great. I'm glad I could do something today for you public servants to set you straight.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Until next time, I guess. Make sure you pull your head out of your ass.